Son jumped in on my handheld. Start over.
Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, the Panthers head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far. He said, can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He had a very hard time throwing it to his own guys last time out. A 6-interception game in the loss.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Right at the line. Breaks into the open. The 50. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Right side, it's Kendricks. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert and keep this drive going. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen happened today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Drops back. It's John. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Quick give. Turning it on. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And these quarterbacks have to really side like that because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Low to get up. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Silver. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. They want to throw it. Turns it upfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Pushes ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Open space at the 25. Racing down the left side. The 30. Inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, UNC.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Sells to run, wants to pass. Left side is Tate. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Tar Heel sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got a little space. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play action on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They just need a 1st down, but he wants more than that. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Looking for a man. It's John. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Harris. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off.
He smashes his way through again. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hand it to the back. Crosses the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unleashes one. Wide out trying to get it in. The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. Nowhere to go.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's John. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it back to him. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's John. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. Right side, it's low. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Deep in the end zone, it's Turing. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Silver. Out wide right, it's Kendricks. Snags it, and there's running room. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on, and he avoids the sack.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There's a crease. The 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. Into the end zone with the breakaway score. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Harris. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Pitt pushing the pace.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's low. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's John. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They're working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his target. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The Tar Heels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And it's no good.
I'm over 2 in this game. I didn't miss any last 2.
The margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Shakes a man, and oh my goodness, he's still moving. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Hands it off. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's John. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tough run here. It's slow. Busts through behind his pad. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Sets his feet. It's Silver. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Brings into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. Looking for running room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Panthers sideline. There have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to answer here to start the second half, and now they get another opportunity. I can definitely sense the chemistry and energy rising here on the sideline. I'll keep you posted if they're able to keep that going here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Hands it off on the counter. Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's John. Right side, it's Tate. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Running through contact. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. At the 35, he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the single running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. After the run, now to throw. And he gets it away.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 27.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hits inside. It's low. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Hit right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's John. Turns it upfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too... They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Following the play there. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll leave it with the lone back. Might have a chance. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to run, it's sharp. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To throw, it's Silver. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes a catch at the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field?
Defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run. line, so that's a frustrating one that hurts because the run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run, the whole playbook at your disposal.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a real...
And he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Trying to establish the run. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's some daylight. Speeding down the left side.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse...
Got it! Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Got his man. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up completely.